Hello, my name is John Mullany and I'm with Scarborough Toastmasters, Club 3090, located in Scarborough, Ontario. And my guest is our club president, Rajiv Mahendran. Hello, Rajiv.
Hello, John. Thank you for having me on tonight's show.
How are you?
I'm doing excellent. It's great to be here.
Now, for the benefit of our viewers, I'd like to ask you a few questions about your role as president, what you've found, the positives and the negatives, and how it's impacted the rest of your life, like at work and in your social life.
Being Toastmaster president is a very rewarding and an experience that provides a lot of opportunities and challenges. Having a chance to oversee the club's day-to-day work.
When did you join Toastmasters and why? Let's start at the very beginning.
I joined Toastmasters about the winter of 2011.
And would you describe yourself as like a shy person at that time, or just intimidated in front of audiences?
I would consider myself a very closed person and fairly intimidated by the Toastmaster environment, as it was something very unusual up to that point of time.
And how were you speaking to audiences, say, at a wedding or at work?
Well, I did actually do some public speaking engagements prior for school and for my university courses, but really Toastmaster provided a new platform for me to grow.
And when you began your Toastmasters journey, did you anticipate that you might, in the long run, take on leadership roles such as club president, or were you primarily focused just on becoming comfortable speaking?
I think my first priority with Toastmasters was just to get there and try to attend the meetings on a week-to-week basis and try to get a familiar understanding of the Toastmaster experience.
And at what point would you say that you have begun to look at the leadership side of things, such as becoming an officer at the club?
I think that really took off after 2 or 3 years, and a member approached me and asked me to take the role of Sergeant at Arms. And from there on, it propelled me from taking roles almost on a year-to-year basis.
Would you be able to describe the impact on your personal confidence of having taken on roles at the club level?
Definitely. There are a lot of challenges and good opportunities presented by being an officer. You tend to see a lot of things that happen behind the scene as an officer. So you attend officer training and you get chances to interact with other officers on meeting bases that happen within and outside of the Toastmaster environment. So it provides an opportunity for you to become more confident and really grow your Toastmaster experience.
And not just in Toastmasters, I'm very interested in how Toastmasters impacts a person's life in many spheres. Would you say that you are now looked at as a leader from your workmates or boss, or when a social event is being organised?
I would say in the terms of career, it has really helped propel me to become more of a confident speaker and someone that can help bring together two conflicting sides. So it's really helped me become more understanding of people and helping them to understand their problems and how to solve their issues.
Yeah, that's very interesting, because as club president, we're a large club. There's often between 35 and 45 members, people who are very different, and sometimes there can be challenges. Personalities might clash or friction. How do you handle all these things as a volunteer president?
I think the first thing to recognize is that wherever you go, there will be challenges, and especially with people, there are all types of people that you'll encounter. So I think one of the first things is to really understand where the problem originates from, and from there, we'll try to find some type of solutions. And sometimes that could be talking to them one-to-one basis, or if you need to, get advice from your other officers and come to a consensus if the issue is really that serious.
So it's common to speak about the positives of what you've got out of being club president. Would you say that there are some negatives, or just some things you didn't anticipate that people should be aware of to improve their experience as club leaders?
John, there are always two sides to a coin. So with the positives, there will always be some negatives, but that's not to downplay the Toastmaster experience. Certainly, being club president has taken more of my time, and I've put more and more time out of my personal life into Toastmasters. But again, by taking those time away from my personal life and putting it in Toastmaster has provided me an opportunity to grow more as a leader.
And there's no question at all that you wouldn't change being leader. You've enjoyed the year. It's the time's nearly up now, right? So it ends end of June, does it?
That's right. It ends in June 30th. But you know what? Being the president so far has been a rewarding experience. I've gotten to get to know a lot of members within the club and also outside of the club level, and got to meet new area directors and district directors. So it's really not only just being a president, but it's the opportunity to continue to network and also meet new people. And in itself provides a chance to understand more of the Toastmaster community.
Now, you may want to take some time off after your year as club president finishes. Would you be interested in going up a level to area or division or district, or would you prefer to stay at the club level?
Well, looking back at what I've learned from being the club president, I believe that by taking an opportunity beyond the club level, possibly at an area level, will provide more of an opportunity to grow and learn and meet some new people.
Now, you haven't just been a club president over the last year, you've also been a frequent speaker. You're in the advanced manuals right now. Do you think you'll be devoting more time in the next year to improving your advanced speaking skills?
Absolutely. Actually, one of my aims right now is to continuously try to speak on a month-to-month basis at the club level so that I can continue working on my advanced communication manuals.
What type of speeches are you doing and are you interested in? Because perhaps you could explain to viewers that we have many varieties of speech.
Well, right now I'm working on communicating on video, and it's something similar to what's happening here right now. And it provides an opportunity to make speeches in front of a camera, and it's kind of something different away from the regular Toastmaster speeches where we speak in front of an audience. Speaking in front of a camera poses a new set of challenges, but again, it enriches our own experiences and provides us an opportunity to grow as a speaker.
So you'd agree that this kind of speech, these sort of podcasts and whatnot, they're an example of the fun and enjoyment you could have at Toastmasters. It's not all work and boring meetings. I mean, there's a lot of fun to be had.
Absolutely. Just conducting a podcast or even a meeting like this, even though it has its own challenges, but again, even the time we're putting to here is fun, and there's a lot of great things to be taken out of this.
And have you ever done anything like this before?
Absolutely not. No. Actually, the one person that I've seen done it, and he really recommended this, was Roy Long. He actually set up his own facilities and set up a whole room just dedicated for this kind of interview.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. He certainly has the bubbly personality for that. He's very much a showbiz-oriented kind of guy. I'm surprised I haven't seen him on television, to be honest. Which actually reminds me, talking about our individual members, I mean, we have actors and teachers,
Absolutely.
people who are used to dealing with audiences in our club.
Yeah, oh yeah, there's plenty of members that are phenomenal speakers and actors. One of them that comes to mind right away is Chris Batchelor.
Yes, he's a native Scarberian, and he now does television work that is broadcast in both Canada and the US. So he often finds that he works on acting-oriented type of speeches, right? He gave a speech this week, which was a monologue. So, wrapping up now, Rajiv, what advice would you give to someone who's watching us and they're a bit intimidated by your comfort level, your poise, the way you hold yourself? Someone who hasn't begun the process of joining Toastmasters. We sometimes harp on the end product. How would you encourage someone to join the club?
I think with Toastmasters, it's not a class. It's a program where you do things on your own level of comfort. So if someone's looking from the outside, I would say just take the first step in, attend a meeting, and try to talk to some of the other members and interact, and try to take some participation, and when you haven't given a chance, talk.
And it's on the vulgar subject of money. Can they actually attend our meetings without paying?
Absolutely. You can attend 3 meetings without any cost.
How much is the cost now that you mentioned it?
It's $13 a month.
Yeah, so that's very decent. So if anybody's interested, they can come along and visit us at Stephen Leacock Community Centre on Birchmount, and Shepherd is the closest. There's plenty of parking. It's opposite the golf course. And we have fun. Our meetings are usually fairly lively. We make the effort to keep it interesting. And we'll answer your questions if you come and visit us. And you can meet us in person and tell us what you thought of our interview and our podcast.
Yeah.
Anyway, Rajiv, thank you very much.
Yeah.
I've enjoyed having you as club president, and it's been a very interesting experience. Thank you.
Thank you, John.